Hey everybody, Jeff Marr from Elizabeth School District, and joining me is Superintendent Dan Snowberger. This is for the Superintendent Monthly Review for May, and this is actually going to be our last one of the school year. And thanks for joining us.
Oh, I always look forward to this. So.
It's amazing how quickly it's gone by, and we've already arrived at the last one before summer.
Yes. I don't know where time's gone, but I think we're all ready for the summer.
So what we do with these is we cover a lot of the events and happenings across the school district, and we actually kicked off this month, the month of May, with another ESD job fair, and specifically this one was for teachers and support staff. We had another one in the spring, and this latest one actually resulted in at least 5 hires that we made. It was great to see that turnout.
Yeah, and we have found that doing our own job fairs actually is the most effective. People come to us because they're interested in working here versus going to some of the larger job fairs where there's hundreds of applicants and 50 school districts. So
right.
We've really enjoyed that and certainly appreciate the community getting word out to folks. I know we let you know when we're having those, and we know that many of you spread the word. So thank you for doing that. Again, 5 great hires at this job fair. And so we are in great position for next year.
And we also wanted to point out that we invited teachers to that job fair. We had teachers show up, and at the same time, month of May, we saw Teacher Appreciation Week. And so at all of the school sites throughout Elizabeth, we saw various ways where the community was able to give back and appreciate our teachers. And certainly we want to extend our gratitude. We have some of the best teachers in the state right here in Elbert County.
I agree. And, these are teachers who are deeply committed to your children. These are teachers who stay despite the fact that they could go next door and make $10,000 more. And so really important for our community to recognize that when you do talk to a teacher, make sure you always end with thank you. Thanks for being here, because we do have, I think, the best and brightest in the state. So.
Absolutely. And we also want to talk about the end of the year. As we mentioned at the beginning of this, it's wrapping up quickly. And so there's a lot happening across the schools as teachers and staff get ready to close up for summer. And I know you wanted to hit on a couple points.
Yeah, no, it's always an exciting time, and I always wish I could be everywhere at the same time, but I can't. But I know we've recognized lots of students in award ceremonies and promotion ceremonies. I know this week we have preschool promotions happening. We've got coming up our 8th grade celebration for their continuation onto the high school. Just really want to congratulate all of our students for an outstanding job, and all of those students who have been recognized at those various events this year. It's coming to the end of the year and seeing the spotlight on our talent with our band and our choir concerts, and again, just exciting times. But the end is near, and obviously with that also comes graduation, which is coming rather soon too.
And we do have some details with graduation, and that is set for Saturday, May 24th at 10 a.m. at the EHS Stadium. And I was just talking to Principal Brett McClendon about some of the advice that he would want to put out there to families, and he was telling me that families can begin to arrive as early as 8:30 a.m. Again, it doesn't start until 10 a.m., but it's good to get there and get your seat situated. Pay attention to the weather, so bring sunscreen, water, and sunglasses. He also wanted to mention that there's additional parking across the street at the middle school should it be needed. And this year, there will actually be a sign language translator.
Yep. Yeah, it's always an exciting program. I have to give Brett a lot of props on that. He keeps the graduation ceremony to an hour and 15 minutes, and so he has got it timed down to the spot. It is warm, obviously in May. It's starting to get warmer, so all of those recommendations are important. Bring water, definitely sunscreen if you're susceptible to that. But just really a great time to celebrate, and this is a celebration for all of our staff. Obviously, our high school it runs our graduation, but many of these students have been with us since kindergarten, and so just to think about their journey through Elizabeth school districts, and now they're ready to take that next step and take on whatever challenge, whether that's college, the military, or going right into a career. We're really proud of those students and look forward to celebrating with them on that Saturday.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this will be your third with
This is my third graduation.
ESD? Okay.
So yeah, I'm really excited and always a pleasure to shake the hands of our graduates. I I started, students I work with at the lower grades, I always remind them, I can't wait to hand you your diploma
Yeah.
X number of years from now. So I'm always excited to be able to have people look ahead, because graduation is what it's all about. It's about getting them successfully across the stage, and knowing they're ready for whatever challenge they choose to face.
It's going to be a special day. And again, that's set for Saturday, May 24th at 10 a.m. So we also wanted to look ahead to some of the things that are coming up. I know that you mentioned end of the year,
Yeah.
and student achievement and recognition, but also you wanted to touch on some hiring issues going on.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, in school districts, you begin to wrap up the year, but you also begin planning for the next year.
Yes.
So it's the spring is always a busy time, because while you're certainly wrapping up the year, you've got to begin planning for next year. And so we are really excited about the staff that we have lined up for next year. Not only a returning staff, but some of the new members that we've hired. Really excited about the plans for our middle school. Tam Smith, who is our principal moving forward. Ms. Runyon has decided to resign and retire. And so we wish her well. But the middle school has been working really diligently over the last 2 months in planning. What will the middle school look like? What will we be able to offer students in that school? And so it will be drastically different next year. And so as students enter the building, they will feel differently. They will see a building that has different layout, different setup. And that's really important. The middle school's gone through a lot of transitions over the last several years. And we really are excited to have the staff and Mr. Smith and Ms. Dilbeck, who is our new assistant principal that's joining us. She lives here in Elizabeth. Many of you probably know her. She'll be our assistant principal at the middle school next year. I'm really excited about the plans that they have, and how students next year will definitely come into a school that feels differently, that's got a little different focus, that really keeps our pods together, keeping eighth graders together as that close-knit group, seventh graders, sixth graders, a little less of that crossing in the hallway and that congestion that occurs when we have students trying to pass from one part of the building to another. So we're really excited about that. And Mr. Smith has had a parent meeting, didn't have as many parents as we had hoped. But I know he wants to do a video and get that out to our middle school parents for next year, so that he can share the information he did with those parents who came. And then, of course, at Running Creek, we have Mr. Seafried, after 2 years, is retiring. And we wish him and Mrs. Seafried, our Director of Special Services, all the best as they move forward in their lives. But we're excited that Ms. Lene Pearson is our new Director of Special Education. Comes to us with lots of years of experience as a SPED director. And then we are interviewing this week for a final round, hopefully, of our principal candidates at Running Creek, and we'll be able to announce who will be the principal at Running Creek next year. And so really appreciate the work on the part of the parents and the staff there, and going through the interview process and looking for that right candidate to fill that role.
And our new CFO is here too, and he's all already working.
Yeah, exactly. Justin Henry is our new Chief Finance Officer here in the district, and it's already just made a huge impact, not only looking ahead and planning for some of those infrastructure needs in our district. We've got parking lots that I know parents, when you drive in, you're like, there's another pothole. We've got work to do this summer, and he's really taken that by the leash and running with it. So we're excited about Justin as well joining our
and finding
team.
savings too.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, for sure.
So you talked about how we prep for the next school year. That also has to do with summer registration and families that are coming in. There's a lot of development happening around Elbert County, and what we wanted to do was make sure that we had a place for families to enroll, to register, to find out more information about Elizabeth School District. And so we're actually going to have a registration office that's going to run throughout the summer.
Yes, absolutely. And in the past, we've told parents, hey, wait till August to register. Well, we know that's led many parents to say, well, maybe I should register in the neighboring district, or maybe I should go someplace else. And so we want to make sure parents have the right information available when they're ready for it. We've got lots of new families, a lot of new homes, as we all know in this community. We've got a lot of growth happening. And so this summer, Elizabeth School District .org/enroll is where you can get more information about enrolling over the summer. As Jeff mentioned, we will have a enrollment center here at our central office that you'll be able to schedule an appointment during the summer. Come in and make sure that we can get everything we need to get your child registered. Our principals are scheduling tour dates throughout the summer. We know families sometimes want to see their school. The kids want to get in and get to see where they're going to go to school. And so we have dates throughout the summer when principals will be available to meet families and to get to know families who are new to the district. So there will be signs at the front of every one of our schools. There'll be some larger signs throughout the community about enrolling in the school district throughout the summer, and really hope that that will get information to people and just in time to make sure that they're ready to start the school year next year.
So we're looking forward to hearing and seeing those families this summer, and look for those signs posted up around the community. And again, as Dan mentioned, directing people to elizabethschooldistrict.org/enroll. We also wanted to talk about a fun event that is coming up. So mark your calendars. June 7th, it's a Saturday, and that is going to be the Elizabeth Street Festival. It goes from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and Elizabeth School District will have a booth set up there right on the main street, along with many other vendors, and it's a fun event.
It is. It's obviously a tradition here with the Elizabeth Stampede, and a great chance for the town to really celebrate with families the start of summer, and a chance to really just get information about different things going on in our community. So we always look forward to that. Always enjoy getting to see families on that day, have information about our school district, as well as some treats for students who stop by our booth.
So please stop by. And one of the signs that I know it's summer is when I'm driving to work and I'm turning on the air conditioning instead of the heat early morning hours on my way here. That transition just happened.
It's amazing how that goes from you're cold one day to the air conditions the next day.
Yeah.
So that's Colorado for you. 4 seasons in one day sometimes.
That's right.
So
We've had some great weather to welcome in the end of the school year. And we'd like to thank you, too, for tuning in to these monthly updates. Dan and I really like to connect with the community and make sure that you're well informed with everything that's happening.
Yep. And again, just to have a safe summer. Certainly know we're here if you need anything. We have staff who work around the clock. Everyone says, do you enjoy your summer off? I don't get my summer off, and neither do many of us. We work throughout the summer trying to get ready for next year. So please know if you need anything during the summer, our central office, our phones are manned. So don't hesitate to give us a call, and certainly be happy to help and assist. But again, do wish all of you a great summer and safe summer, and look forward to having our kids back next August.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
We'll see you for another Superintendent Monthly Review coming up in July, when we're going to be talking about all the exciting things set up for August and the beginning of a new school year. Until then, be sure to check out elizabethschooldistrict.org and also our social media for any updates happening across the school district. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.